Hi, back again with another video, and this time I have a list. And it's a very important list because it involves money. Now, a lot of the times, the way I acquire my fragrances is that I hunt around. I hunt around for a really good deal. Maybe there's a sale on or something like that. Because I'm not a millionaire and I'm not going to fucking go out and buy 10 billion fucking fragrances at full price just because I want them in a collection. No, the fragrances that I buy most of the time I want. I either read the note listing, I read reviews, I test them out, and I determine whether or not they're worth full price. Now, I must say that I probably haven't blind bought a lot of the fragrances that I have purchased at full price. I've tested them out before and I haven't been able to find a good enough deal. So I've gone out and bit the bullet and bought them full price. These are not all of them. I've got a list of, I think, 11. I'm going to count, hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, because, you know, fuck 10, right? So this list of 11 are fragrances that I bought at full price with good reason, but I would definitely, if I finish the bottle, I will buy them again at full price. I'd be happy to pay full price for them again, full retail, okay? Some of these are not cheap fragrances at all. So stay tuned, and that's probably testament to how good I think they are, and how high quality I think they are, and how unique I think they are as well, and how much they agree with my skin too. So let's begin with one of my favorite fragrances that I don't really talk about all that often. And that's because everybody else has fucking talked about this till kingdom come. But I have a bottle too. It's this one right here. It is Acqua di Gio Profumo. And this is, my hands are not small. The bottle is very large. This is a 180 ml bottle that I bought at full retail, I must add. You just cannot go wrong with this fucking fragrance. You can't go wrong with it. It's just, I don't know. It's just something. It's something about it, to me anyway, because I wore the original in the 90s and I never came back to it until I picked this up many years ago, and it sort of drew me back into the whole Acqua di Gio line. And I think it saved the Acqua di Gio line as well, because after this there was a ton of other flankers that came out, but I think they haven't really been able to match what this did. I mean, compared to the original, in terms of flankers, that is, right? So that's this one. And if I ever finish this, which I don't think I will, because like, look, I've only gone through like maybe a little bit of it right there, right? If I ever do end up finishing this, I'd be happy to pay full retail for it again, but I don't think I can, because I think this is being discontinued or getting discontinued soon. But you should still be able to find them quite easily and quite readily before they do disappear. And I think this will become just like the Essenza, which is now at ludicrous prices. And yeah, so you better get onto it quick smart. Acqua di Gio Profumo, full retail, and I would buy it again at full retail if I could. Second one is a very recent pickup. It is this one right here. This is Ani by Nishane. Okay, and this was I think my second Nishane pickup. So I'm so thoroughly impressed by this. I wasn't really digging it at the very beginning. This was one of those ones that made me curious enough to keep on coming back to it. And coming back to it, I did. And considering how high quality and how long lasting and well performing this is, I've just dropped the box. Okay. Considering how high quality and how long lasting this is, I just want to show you how much of it I've actually used up in this short space of time. I should maybe turn it around to show you the back of the bottle instead. Right there. Check that out. I've used up quite a bit of it. And considering this is an extrait de parfum and quite strong, oh my God, I want to eat this stuff. I want to like spread it on toast and just Oh God, it's just that good. Knocks it out of the park. One of the modern releases that just absolutely was an instant classic, and instant classic for many other people is a slow burn classic for me because it really grew on me. Paid full retail for it, and I'm spewing because I should have got 100 mil. That's cool because once this ends, and it will end, trust me, because I will be wearing this quite a lot, I will get another one for sure. Okay, next one in this list of no particular order of fragrances that I bought at full retail and I would gladly pay full retail for them again is this one right here. It is Interlude Woman by AWJ. Oh yes, the drunken, dusty, spicy kiwi makes another appearance. Lord almighty. Love it. Absolutely love it. 24-hour longevity on this one, and I think that much use is a lot considering how well this performs and how great it just smells. And I think I mentioned this before, that it smells great for about 16 to 20 hours, but then at the 22, 24-hour mark, it turns into like this real skanky, stanky BO kind of smell, which I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's my skin, but maybe I should shower more often. But then again, definitely worth the money in my opinion. I would pick it every day of the week over the men's one. This is one where the women's one, usually the AWJ men's releases are better than the women's releases, but this one, other way around. Everybody got it wrong except for me. It's okay. I forgive you all. AWJ Interlude Woman, the real blue beast. It's like the alphabet. We went to AWJ now. We got A for AWJ and B is for Bulgari. Bulgari's Man is a very good fragrance. However, this one is a lot better than that one because this is Black Orient. Man Black Orient is one that just intrigued me because I thought I do like the smell and the scent profile of Bulgari's Man, but I do like the note listing, the addition of oud in here, and it did not disappoint. Oud smoke, a little darker as well. It starts off smelling like the spices of Bulgari Man, but it quickly turns into this dark, smoky oud, which is just perfect. Perfect. Absolutely love it. Great quality. And in terms of performance, again, knocks it out of the park for the price point, which isn't all that much. Well, which wasn't all that much. This has been discontinued, getting harder to find, people realizing that it is one of those hidden gems that really got away. This kind of reminds me of Fahrenheit, Dior's Fahrenheit Absolute, which I think is probably the best Fahrenheit ever made. Like I love the OG, don't get me wrong, I love the OG, but the Fahrenheit Absolute, monster, absolutely, in terms of scent profile and where it took the Fahrenheit DNA, fantastic scent. Best in the lineup. This, same thing. I believe it's the same deal. And so before this gets to be around $400 a bottle, I suggest you check it out and see if you can pick it up, because there's still plenty of bottles out there. Didn't really sell that well compared to the regular Bulgari's Man in black. There you have it. There's another one that I would easily pay full retail for. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to stay at full retail. It's going to go double, maybe triple of what it retails for. So get onto it. If I can figure out how to put these. Bulgari have the most overly engineered perfume boxes in the world. It really takes like a village of people to get your fragrance in and out of their freaking boxes. But they're safe though. Safe. Sometimes I just can't be bothered taking them out of the box. I don't really wear them too often. Why do I keep them in boxes? None of your business. Okay. Moving on. The next one is another recent pickup, which I picked up early this year. And it is by Kasamura. It is the original 1888 by Kasamurati. Okay, it's slide the box out like this. And the one thing that I am sort of regretting is, man, I should have bought the full 100 ml because I've burned through this. Look at that. God damn it. Again. Oh God, I just absolutely love this. Now, there's some people that will not like this. This is not like a mass appealing sort of scent. I get Dr. Pepper, I get Doctor's Clinic, but I do also get florals. I get like a candied amber, almost like a congealed, jamified amber. And I don't know if there's any amber in here, and I don't care. It smells really good. I paid full retail for this. I tested. They just didn't have the 100 ml bottle. And that's okay. It's really well performing, so I probably won't go through the full 30 ml. But there you go. I've used up almost half of it, and I haven't actually worn this for like the last 2 months, which reminds me I should actually wear this more often. And I will. And then I'll finish it. And then I will get the 100 ml. Next one, which I think we are halfway, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, let's say we're halfway. We're halfway. This one is a strange one because when I first smelled this, I thought, what the fuck are Gucci thinking? What the hell is this? This reminds me of my uncle's house. This reminds me of my cousin's house. My uncle used to run a factory almost out of their lounge room. He made leather belts, right? And so there was leather lying around everywhere. It's like, full leather factory kind of thing. You probably know the fragrance I'm about to hold up right now. But if you don't, let me put you out of your misery. It's this one right here. It's Gucci Guilty Absolute Pour Homme. Now, this I smelled and tested many, many times. And one day, it just clicked. I actually wore it on my skin. I wasn't wearing anything else. I didn't have it on a tester strip. I wore it on my skin. And I just left it there for the day. And it just kept getting better. I kept on wanting to smell myself. And then my clothes the next day were smelling awesome. I thought, I must have a bottle. I actually picked this up from the Gucci boutique. I went to the Gucci boutique. I don't know why. And I picked it up. I bought it probably more expensive than the department store that was selling it. So I bought it from the Gucci boutique. Man, God damn it. I am very happy with that decision anyway, because I've enjoyed this quite a bit already. And I will continue to enjoy this. It does perform very, very well. It's a very unique scent profile. You're not going to find... It's very polarizing. Let me just say that. It is very polarizing. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are not going to understand it. But it's definitely going to get you attention 100% of the time, if that's what you're after. That's not what I'm after. I honestly do love this smell. It takes me back in time. Not to a better place, but still, it takes me back. Oh yeah, so good. And again, this is another one that has been discontinued, but before the prices skyrocket, I'm telling you, you got to get onto it, because this is one of those ones. And I called it like early last year when I said, this is not going to sell well. This is going to get discontinued. And then everyone's going to be like, oh my God, this was the best scent ever. Why didn't you buy it when it was around? They wouldn't have discontinued it. Anyway, that's what's happened, as is always the case when something a little bit different comes out, a little bit ahead of its time. We mock it, we don't understand it, we stay away from it, we go to the safe option, and then the thing goes away because no one's interested in it. And when it goes away, that's when people get interested in it, going, that thing was actually pretty good. Let me just smell that. Let me just check that thing out again. Wow, that was really good. As a matter of fact, that was the best thing ever. and now everybody's after it, and now the price goes crazy. Same story, rinse, repeat. But I'm glad I've got a bottle, and I've got plenty of it to wear. And if you do too, enjoy it. Gucci Guilty Absolute Pour Homme. Okay, the next one is another AWJ, and this is another one that was a slow burn. I didn't really get it at the beginning. I thought, okay, it's nice, it's fresh, it's spicy, it's zingy, it's green, it's long lasting. I like it, it's high quality, but I don't know if it's worth the price. And when it finally clicked, I was like, yeah, this is worth the price. And I bought a bottle. And after wearing a few more times and living with it for many wearings, is another one that I'm thinking, I should have bought the 100ml. I got a 50. This is an AWJ. This is AWJ Epic Man. And Epic Man it is. Here is the green Cyclops of AWJ. There it is, right there. Wow, just wow. The spiciness and the green sort of feeling that it gives me is just immense. Absolutely love this, and I cannot wait because I will be wearing this very soon. As a matter of fact, I'll be wearing this week. It's going to be one of the things that I wear this week, and I will finish this. That's a guarantee. And I will get a 100ml. That's also a guarantee, and hopefully I can find one that's made in Oman, like this one is. But yes, AWJ Epic Man, definitely worth retail in my view. It is quite expensive, but it's worth it, and I would buy it again at retail. Cheers. The next one I bought at full retail as a blind buy, and I don't think that I needed to test this because I was very familiar with the scent profile already. Now, Michel Almerac, who made many fantastic fragrances and some really questionable ones, like Yop Homme, for example. He made my favorite fragrance of all time, which is Gucci Pour Homme 1 from 2003. Love that fragrance to bits. If I could get that and have a lifetime supply, I wouldn't wear any other fragrance. Honest, I would not. I would only wear that. But I cannot. So here I am searching for an alternative. I went many different directions, and before anybody mentions, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I guarantee you, I've tried them all. I have. I went from Gucci Pour Homme 1, and I heard, someone said Dirty English by Juicy Couture. That's quite similar. Tried that. That was okay at the beginning, but then they reformulated it, and it's trash now. And then somebody said, hey, Bentley For Men Absolute. Try that one. Tried that one. Same perfumer, different formula. That has oud. It's more pungent. It's not as smooth. It's not as smooth as Gucci Pour Homme 1. There is also Comme des Garçons Incense Avignon. Very close. Or Man 2 by Comme des Garçons. Again, in the same ballpark, not the same thing. Okay? They go too arty. I want something wearable. Not that they're not wearable, it's just a different statement to make than the one that I want to make with Gucci Pour Homme 1. And so when Michel Almerac split off and went his independent way and started his own fragrance house with his son called Parle-moi Parfums, he made this. This is Parle-moi Parfums Papyrus Oud 71, which is supposed to be the actual thing that he wanted to make when he was making Gucci Pour Homme 1. And Tom Ford creatively directed him away from this formula and to make Gucci Pour Homme 1. He said, take out the oud, make it more rounded, and make it more wearable, a little bit more mass appealing. Well, he got his revenge many, many years later by releasing his actual formula without, I guess, the budgetary constraints of having to put a cheapie together for Bentley. And this one smells like a very high quality version of Bentley For Men Absolute. I paid full retail for this, thinking, yes, I've finally found a niche version of my favorite fragrance of all time. I was close. It's close, and I do wear it. As you can see, I have gone through a bit of it, and I did pay full retail for this. I actually walked into the shop that stocks this brand here in Melbourne, and I picked it up from there. No questions asked, no testing or anything like that. And when I did test it out, I was like, that's very damn close, but it's still got that pungency, and it's somehow not as smooth and not as well-rounded as Gucci Pour Homme is. Maybe I'm biased, maybe my nose has got some kind of rose-tinted nostalgia going on, but I don't think they're the same. It's still a phenomenal scent, it's still a scent profile that I love, and because it's probably going to be way cheaper than replacing with another bottle of Gucci Pour Homme, I'm going to have to buy another one of these once I use this up, and I will use this up. So don't worry about that. I still like this a lot, and I would easily pay full retail for this as well. And now we're getting to the last three in this list of 11, and they're all from what was my favorite designer fragrance house, Christian Dior. And I'll start off with the first one that I bought at full retail. This one I bought from the department store after I had tested this out a few times. I tested it out a week before I bought it. And I tested it out maybe 3 times in the 1 week. And my mind was made. And it's this one right here. This is Eau Sauvage Parfum 2017 version, not the 2012 version, which I have mentioned before is a lovely scent. It's better performing, it's a bit darker, but this I find a lot more wearable because of the addition of the elemi resin note that's in here all the way through. It says it's a base note, but I smell it all the way through, and that's what I absolutely love about this. Like, that opening is just phenomenal all the way to the base. It's a very well performing scent, and definitely get your money's worth here. I think I picked this up for like 160 Australian dollars for this 100ml bottle. And I think it's well worth it. And if I can get it again at the same price once I go through it, I will easily, happily pay full retail for something of this quality, even though it's a designer scent. The next Christian Dior fragrance that I picked up, I actually picked it up from the Christian Dior boutique. They have the Christian Dior cosmetics sort of boutique, like Chanel do that as well. They have their clothes one, they have their cosmetics one, but they also sell fragrances. So I went in there and no questions asked. And after testing, I think I've tested this once before, and I had my mind was made. And it's this one right here. This is Fahrenheit Parfum by Christian Dior, also known as Fahrenheit Le Parfum when it was originally released, and it got renamed to just Parfum. I don't know why, but there it is. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have used it quite a bit. It is Fahrenheit, more floral, more vanillic, and drunken. It's drunken violets with vanilla. Bourbon vanilla. Oh God. Great performance, great quality, and 75 mil. I think it's 75 mil. Yeah, this is a 75 mil, and it cost the same as the 100 ml bottle of Eau Sauvage. Again, 160 something dollars straight from Christian Dior's boutique. And if this finished, I would happily pay that much for it again to pick it up, because this is another one of those really, really special scents. I did mention Fahrenheit Absolute before and how I think that's the best one. This is probably the runner-up. The OG I put in a close third. Okay, I know I'm blaspheming right now, but really, Absolute is the best. This is the second best. OG, I put you in bronze. Hey, it's a tough lineup. And the very last Christian Dior fragrance, and the last fragrance on this list of fragrances that I've picked up and bought with my own money, by the way, at full retail, that I would be happy to pay full retail for again when I get a second bottle, is my yet unopened bottle of Dior Homme Parfum. This is the old 75ml bottle. Again, I went through one, and this is my last one. This is the last one I've got left. I will open this up. Maybe I'll film this. Maybe I'll film opening this up for a special occasion, and I'll wear it, and I'll let some air into the bottle, and I'll let it mature, and then I'll come back to it a year later when it's absolutely freaking brilliant. And I guess if I have to pick this up again at full retail, I'll have to pick up the new version, which is the 100ml version. I haven't smelled that one. I hear it's the same thing. I hope it's the same thing. But yeah, this one right here, very special. Absolutely adore this. And for a designer scent like Christian Dior, this is why they became my favorite fragrance houses, because when they did their parfums, they absolutely knocked it out of the park. They did the Dior Homme Parfum, they did the Eau Sauvage Parfum, they did Fahrenheit Parfum, and absolutely killed it. Those three just took their fragrances to the next level, well above any other designer brand that's out there, barring Tom Ford, because they're in a different price bracket altogether. So there you have it. That's my list of 11, and I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed hearing me talk about fragrances as well, because I really enjoy talking about fragrances, if you haven't noticed. And as always, thanks for watching.
AWJ.